So, this kind of reminds me of Douglas Murray when he was on the Joe Rogan show with Dave Smith, and he tried to dismiss Dave Smith's uh, point of view on what's happening in Israel, Gaza, by famously saying, "Oh, you've never been," and so Douglas Murray actually has been there, and so isn't it mind-boggling for someone who calls themselves a journalist like Douglas Murray? Well, two questions: that he could actually have been in Gaza and still come away with his completely twisted view of what's happening there and be in support of the Israeli genocide. And the second question is, how shocked were you to see that the best reporting on Gaza happened on the Joe Rogan show?
Well, first of all, Douglas Murray, when he was in Gaza, as he claims, he's been in Gaza, okay? Was he in Gaza doing his job as an independent journalist, visiting and witnessing firsthand what's happening, or was he just escorted to a certain part by the Israeli army to see what they wanted him to see in a sanitized area where the Israeli army said, "Oh, this is where you can be for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours, and then you have to leave"? How can an international journalist or a journalist anywhere in the world be banned from entering a territory that has a war or any kind of event unfolding and be okay with it? How can international journalists be banned from entering the territory of the Gaza Strip and sign a letter to say, "Oh, we're asking the Israeli government to allow us to enter," and no noise was made? As a Palestinian journalist, I didn't even know that they signed a letter, and then they signed another letter. You see how silent that was?
Mm-hmm.
What effect did that letter do? What noise did it make? It was completely ignored by the Israeli government. On which talk show was that news circulated? In which news headline was that news reported? Who reported it? Nobody even knew about it. Nobody knew that a letter existed. And that's everything that a journalist can do. That's how strong journalists in the West are. No, that's not how strong international journalists are. But the influence that Israel has on Western governments, that forces these Western governments to shut their journalists and to force them to operate in a certain way, is completely shocking. Instead of journalism acting as an independent tool in authority to hold the wrongdoers accountable for their crimes, to bring justice for the victims, it's completely politicized according to governmental agendas. It does not act like it does not do anything regarding the perspective and principles of journalists and journalism as I see it. And the second question was?
Well, how surprised were you to see that someone who's constantly maligned by the Democrats, and who are supposed to be left wing, they constantly harangue Joe Rogan as being some kind of right winger, and worse than that, he's speaking out in way stronger terms than any Democratic politician or any of the Democratic media, the MSNBC, the CNN. And if you went there, you actually got the truth about what was happening, and he actually challenged that narrative in a very strong way, to the point where Douglas Murray's reputation is now in shreds because he went on Joe Rogan. And so I just wanted to see, did you have, were you aware of that happened, and what was your reaction to it?
Well, I'm always I've reached to this point where I feel that whatever whatever is done is just too little. But I can't lose hope that I still feel that there are voices and journalists out there in the world who are still willing to speak out the truth, to battle forced narratives, to look and investigate the reality, even if they're not allowed to act freely and go to the ground. They're actually, when they say such things, when they support the true narratives of what they see, the footage. We always say a footage is worth 1,000 words. When we Palestinian journalists are risking our lives for months and months, okay, almost 2 years now, risking our lives every single day to bring you out the reality of what's happening in Gaza, and then you adopt the Israeli narrative. We're not even looking at anything that we are reporting, that we are providing, that we are showing, that we are documenting. It's raging. It's devastating. I feel some hope when I see other people different than that, because the majority that we have seen for many months was a complete complicity by the media, and especially Western media, in this genocide, by their silence and by the parroting of the Israeli propaganda and by the adoption of the Israeli narrative, regardless of every single thing that they see being documented and presented to them by Palestinian journalists on the ground.
Hey, let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about your gut health? Most people don't realize this, but your gut isn't just where digestion happens. It's where your immune system actually lives, where your energy is regulated, and even where your mental clarity and mood are shaped, right in your gut. Kimchi One from Brightcore Nutrition takes everything powerful about traditional fermented kimchi, over 900 strains of probiotics, antioxidants, and enzymes, and it puts it in convenient capsules you can take daily. No mess, no prep, no strong odor, just real results. You can expect to feel more energized, clearer mentally, and have smoother digestion. Over time, you'll even notice a difference in your skin and hair, and we know that's true based on real science. Kimchi has also been shown in clinical studies to reduce the risk of obesity, support healthy blood sugar, and improve metabolism. Kimchi One is non-GMO, all-natural, dairy-free, gluten-free, and 100% made in the United States by a company that truly believes in wellness and integrity. Right now, guess what? You can get 25% off with my code DORE, that's D-O-R-E, at mybrightcore.com/Jimmy. And for an even better deal, call them. Call Brightcore at 888-253-0418. You're going to get up to 50% off if you call them, and free shipping. Do something great for your gut and your health today. Again, that's 888-253-0418. Come see us on tour in Glasgow, Manchester, Belfast, Dublin, Liverpool, Birmingham, and London. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.